Welcome back to another video from our YouTube channel. This video will help you to understand the best practices of Docker containers in a Kubernetes cluster. If you are interested in learning, you can find lot of useful videos in our channel. Make use of those videos and don't forget to subscribe our channel to not miss any new videos. Let's get started. Docker containers are becoming increasingly popular among organizations due to their ability to provide a consistent and isolated environment for running applications. Docker containers can be deployed and managed using a variety of container orchestration tools, such as Kubernetes, to ensure that applications are running smoothly and effectively. Kubernetes is an open-source container orchestration tool that enables organizations to automate deployment, scaling, and management of containerized applications. In a Kubernetes cluster, Docker containers play a critical role in delivering applications that are scalable, reliable, and highly available. To ensure the best performance and functionality of Docker containers in a Kubernetes cluster, organizations must adopt best practices that are specific to the technology. The following are some of the best practices for deploying and managing Docker containers in a Kubernetes cluster. 1. Version control. It is crucial to keep track of the versions of the Docker images that are being used in a Kubernetes cluster. This helps to ensure that the same version of the image is used for every deployment and that there are no compatibility issues between different versions. To achieve this, organizations must use version control systems, such as Git, to store their Docker images and keep track of the changes. 2. Immutable containers. Kubernetes is designed to support immutability, which means that containers should be designed and deployed in such a way that they are not altered after deployment. This helps to ensure that the containers are consistent and predictable and that any changes to the applications can be easily managed. 3. Use namespaces. Kubernetes provides a powerful mechanism for grouping resources, such as containers and services, into namespaces. Namespaces enable organizations to isolate resources and control access to resources in a controlled manner. This helps to ensure that different teams can work on different projects in a Kubernetes cluster without interfering with each other. 4. Use config maps and secrets. Kubernetes provides config maps and secrets to manage configuration data and secrets in a Kubernetes cluster. Config maps enable organizations to manage configuration data in a centralized and reusable manner, while secrets enable organizations to securely store and manage sensitive information, such as passwords and tokens. Organizations should use config maps and secrets to manage their configurations and secrets to ensure that their containers are secure and that sensitive information is not exposed. Five. Use labels and selectors. Kubernetes uses labels and selectors to organize and manage resources in a Kubernetes cluster. Labels enable organizations to tag resources with metadata, while selectors enable organizations to search for resources based on their labels. Organizations should use labels and selectors to manage their resources and ensure that resources can be easily found and managed. 6. Use health checks. Kubernetes provides a health check mechanism that enables organizations to monitor the health of their containers and take appropriate action if a container becomes unhealthy. Organizations should use health checks to ensure that their containers are running smoothly and that any problems can be detected and resolved quickly. Seven. Monitor and log. Monitoring and logging are critical components of managing Docker containers in a Kubernetes cluster. Organizations should use monitoring and logging tools, such as Prometheus and Fluentd, to monitor the performance of their containers and log events and errors. This helps to ensure that problems can be detected and resolved quickly and that the containers are running smoothly. In conclusion, deploying and managing Docker containers in a Kubernetes cluster requires organizations to adopt best practices that are specific to the technology. By following these best practices, organizations can ensure that their Docker containers are deployed and managed in a consistent, secure, and effective manner. That's it for this video. Hope this video helped you to understand the best practices of Docker containers in a Kubernetes cluster. Keep practicing and have fun.